There was always a clock, and I turned it to 1. But I can't reach that far, so it hasn't been done. It's all I remember. The moment I wake, I'm moaning and stretching, and dawn will break. And the skies go pink, and I'll know my name. I'm expecting friends. It was always the same. The view of the town, and a place for us all. I was home in my heavenly village hall. But where am I now? This doesn't seem right. I'm stuck in this window. What happened last night? My bed is a desk and my room is a screen. My hands are a keyboard. What does this mean? Is it something I said? Did I do something wrong? I do not appear to be where I belong. For my bed is a desk and my room is a cell. I'm a face in a space and I look like hell. Oh. Oh. What's this? This I remember. The notice board. There was one of these in the old village hall. It hung just below the clock. It showed you things that happened long ago and things that were still to come. But everything it said in the same jolly tones as if it didn't know the difference. The notices kept on cheerfully singing of the long ago and the right now and the still to come, inviting you to everything, no matter what the time is.
Choir practice, 7 p.m. on Tuesdays in the Pfizer room. Sing your hearts out for our brave boys. There'll be flapjacks.
Tango till you drop. Mrs. AstraZeneca's dance class gets up close and personal. 8:15 in the Serco room every other Friday. Biscuits very welcome. Gluten-free, please.
You're under starters orders. Sign-up sheet for day trip to the Cheltenham Festival. See the famous Deloitte's Gold Cup. Rise and shine, for the coach leaves at the crack of dawn, March 14th, 2020.
Oh. And there's a ski trip to an Austrian resort. And a day out to the rugby at Twickenham. And a 24-hour sponsored sneeze for charity. What fun they must have had. Nothing later than March, though. Well, there's only one explanation for that. It must still be March. And yet, March feels so long ago. It feels like all 4 seasons went by while I was sleeping. In my dream, I could see all 4 seasons at the same time, one at each point of the compass. It was a 4 seasons total landscape, like the world had truly lost its mind. But after all, it's still just March. Look at the clock. It's moving. Well, that's my job. But I can't reach that far.
Happy Crimbo, everybody!
What?
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, tra-la-la-la, la-la-la-la.
Do what? It's March.
Ha! Fat lot you know.
Look at the notice board.
I can't. I haven't noticed it.
Oh, Jesus.
Did you say Jesus? Christmassy or what? Jesus was in window 20.
Excuse me?
Rudolph was in 21, Frosty the Snowman in 22, there were 3 wise men in 23, and now there's you, Santa, in your big window 24, and I'm wondering where's your costume? You're just in boring black. You've got a busy night ahead of you.
You think I'm in an advent calendar?
Well, your window suddenly lit up and there you were. Can I have my chocolate now, please?
Your what?
I don't like dark ones or coffee ones, and orange is so horrible, so I want a normal chocolate.
I don't have any chocolate.
Everyone else has had chocolate.
I'm not everyone else. I'm Newman.
What a swizz. Why aren't you in your Santa clothes? It's Christmas Eve.
It is not Christmas Eve. It is March. And July and October and January. It's one of my 364 days off. And in any case, I am not bloody Santa Claus. I am Newman. I am Newman. I used to move the hand on the clock, and then I woke up in this stupid window, and there's nothing I can do about it. Oh no. What are you doing? Your eyes have gone all big and your lips doing its thing. Don't do that.
I'll get a chocolate at the end.
Say what now?
You always get what you truly want at the end.
The end of what? Who told you that?
A penguin meets a penguin, the bunny rides on the back of a bear, and the postman finds meaning.
You've lost me, love.
And the little girl's eyes light up because she's got what she truly wanted.
Oh boy. No, mate. John Lewis and M&S and Sainsbury's got what they truly wanted. Please don't cry, Epworth.
I'll try my best. How do you know my name, by the way? That's amazing.
Because it's all coming back. There are 4 of us. I can see us all in my mind's eye. You're Epworth.
I know.
And to you, it's all amazing.
Amazing.
Then there's Spark. He thinks he's seen it all, so he's completely clueless. And then there's Wilders. I've known her so long, I don't know why I know her. If I was a shepherd, I would bring a lamb. And if this was an advert, I'd bring you a chocolate. But I'm Newman and I'm trapped in here and I miss my friends and the friends I can't remember. I miss them most of all.
Santa isn't coming, is he?
Oh God, say what?
Santa isn't coming this year.
Well, look, obviously he isn't literally coming.
Pardon?
Well, obviously in the sense of reality, Epworth. Santa isn't literally flying through the snow on a sleigh pulled by reindeer and bringing toys to every one of 3 billion. Oh, you're doing the thing with your lip again. Look, Santa is so coming. Of course he's coming. Jingle, jingle, ho, 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 yay. He's probably just been held up somewhere.
It says it can't find him.
What says it can't find him?
The NORAD. The NORAD says it can't find him anywhere.
Oh, the NORAD. You mean the North American Aerospace Defense Command? That NORAD. Yes, they do that every Christmas. They locate Santa and his reindeer in the night sky somewhere, and they put it on their website. It's a sweet thing for the kids.
Pardon?
And also you, Epworth, because it's completely real.
Well, it's not real. I don't believe it anymore.
Epworth, yes, you do. And there's nothing wrong with believing in it. It's beautiful that you do.
It's a total invention. I see right through it.
It's real. Please don't say that, please. Epworth, I refuse to be the person who shattered your dreams. Santa is somewhere in the heavens right this moment, on his way to give presents to the billions of...
I know Santa's in the sky, stupid. It's Christmas Eve, duh. I don't believe in the NORAD.
What?
Some secret organisation that can actually see Santa. That can see everywhere and show him to all the secret agents. Ha! Very convenient.
No. NORAD is a real thing. They have radar and telescopes. It's the North American Aerospace Defense Command.
Newman.
Yes, love.
North American Aerospace Defense Command doesn't spell NORAD.
Oh, it doesn't, does it?
That's what aroused my suspicions. The NORAD is made-up story to make grown-ups feel better. It's probably the deep state in action.
Oh no, here we go. Yes, it's the deep state. In fact, it's the deep and crisp and even state.
I know it is. I heard a song about it, so I'll always know. How can they possibly track Santa at the speed he's travelling? And they showed you the North Pole, and there was nothing there else at all? No ice, no snow?
That's global warming, Epworth. That's all real.
No grotto, no elves?
Okay, that's not global warming, but also disappointing.
The North Pole didn't have any snow. The NORAD is lying.
You don't believe in the NORAD, so how can it be lying?
Simple. That's its plan, because it's probably kidnapped Santa.
Right. Let me tell you how I know Santa is on his way, Epworth, because look, I have a secret Santa present right here. So he's coming, but this year he's keeping it all secret. You've probably got one too. Have a look around you.
Yes, I've got one too. Can I open it now? Oh, it's squishy. Might be a cake.
It's not for you, Epworth. It's for someone else.
Pardon?
It's a present you give to someone else, and someone else will give a present to you.
The same person?
No, a different person.
That sounds really complicated.
Santa, right, has asked us this year to give presents to other people.
Other people? Who are other people?
People who are not you. This year, Santa wants us to give presents to people who are not us.
Oh. Why? Because he's been kidnapped.
God, give me strength. Look. Oh, the clock's moving. I'm not even doing that. Look, no hands. Spark, can you hear me?
No, sorry.
Do you have any idea why we're all trapped in these windows? Why my bed is a desk and my room is a screen and my hands are a keyboard?
Not a clue, hadn't noticed really.
But it's awful. I can't go out, I don't meet anyone. Am I just supposed to stare at a screen all day while the sun goes down? No, wait, that's your normal life, isn't it?
Pretty much, boss.
Well, I don't like it at all. But we're stuck with it. We have to cheer ourselves up. I was just telling Epworth here about the secret Santa we're all doing this year.
Santa has asked us this year to give presents to other people because he's kidnapped by the NORADs, which doesn't exist, but is very powerful and is just a story to make grown-ups feel better.
What is this? Bring your kid to work day?
She's Epworth, just like your Spark, and I have always been Newman.
What's he doing in the advent calendar? It's Christmas Eve, I've opened all the windows, and look, he hasn't got a chocolate.
Just between you and me, Spark, Epworth is young and innocent and new to all this and very excited by the season of goodwill. And she believes in Father Christmas. So please, go easy on her.
She what? There's no such thing as Father Christmas.
What did he just say?
Nothing. He's joking.
Like a joke in a cracker?
Yes, like a joke in a cracker.
Well, not usually funny, but I always laugh.
There you go.
See, I've got a cake, but it's not for me, and I don't see why.
Because you can't have your cake and eat it. Now, Sparky, my friend, what do you want for Christmas?
It's sorted, boss. I'm getting Live X Death Watch.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, I've got a billion treasures on level 99, so I get to meet the influenza, and it downloads at midnight.
The influenza? Do you mean influencer?
Oh, whatevs. He's the creator of Live X Death Watch, and because I got a billion treasures on level 99, I get to choose the name of the game that downloads at midnight. Live X Death Watch is just a working title.
Very Christmassy.
Yeah, I suppose.
Well, I guess that's you sorted for a big present. You're getting a nice game.
It's not really a game, boss. Games are for kids. And it's also not nice. Nice is for losers.
Okay, what is it?
Well, it's the new generation of holograms, but they're like sense surround 3D holograms. So you do some stuff with someone else, like eating or clubbing or suing someone or doing something like, sexual. And everyone knows about it, so you're like famous and stuff. And it's like, did you hear what he did? But what's really cool is it didn't actually happen.
Wait, you don't experience it at all?
That's right. So it doesn't waste any time, which is, precious in my case. So it frees you up to get more treasures. And people can tweet it and Instagram it like it happened, so the press knows. And people go, wow, and like your page, and it's on your, your list of things that you've done.
What, you mean your CV?
No, your best bits, your highlights. But you didn't have to go through the actual faff of doing it, so you don't get your clothes dirty or get fat or have children.
That's Life X Death Watch.
Billion treasures, boss. Billion and counting.
Santa bringing you that, Mr. Spark?
There's no such thing as Santa. You've been had, mate.
Oh, no. He's so cool, I want to believe him.
Well, Spark, that game is really making you a better person, isn't it? Epworth, don't cry. It's okay. Spark has got robot implants and he's controlled by foreign powers so as to provoke an apocalyptic nuclear conflict.
Oh, that is cool.
Well, all right. I suppose that's okay. Fresh start. I think we might be best friends from now on.
That's the spirit, love.
Even the clock thinks we should be friends.
Wilders, after all this time.
What's she doing?
It's her Christmas ritual.
Blue. Blue. Old films are blue. Films I remember seeing with you when there were Saturday nights to spend. I am underlining them all, my friend. Whoever you are, however they end.
Can you hear us, old girl?
What's the very, very bright green for, Mrs. Wilders?
Green. Green. What does it mean? They are documentaries never been seen. We shall find time in an afternoon to learn about life. We shall find it soon. Side by side in a sitting room.
Who's she talking about, boss? Looks like she's all alone.
She's imagining old times and remembering new ones.
Newman's really deep, Epworth. Just nod your head, I would.
Now, what about pink? For the kids, I think. Little this one and that one and thingamajink. Oh, they will love this show from a lifetime ago. I will tell them the interesting things I know, while the world in the window is silly with snow.
Snow. Snow. I've heard of snow.
Orange. For sports. Oh, but I don't like sports. But some of the boys are bound to like sports. Here's a football game on Boxing Day. I shall tidy the tinselly paper away. Waste not, want not, I always say.
What's she laughing at? She didn't say anything comical.
You sure she's laughing? I think she's got a cold.
Wilders, can you hear me? It's your old friend Newman. And Epworth and Spark, we're all stuck in these windows too.
I like your magic markers. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Oh, Newman. Merry Christmas, one and all.
Wilders, what's with all the TV? You used to read books at Christmas, all your big old books by Charles Dickens.
I can't do that anymore. I can hear the pages turn.
Well, what about radio? You always like that?
The voices pretend to know I'm here, but they don't know I'm here. And all the programmes end. Everything ends.
Play some Live X Death Watch. It doesn't really end at all.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
I'll play you, Mrs. Wilders. Best of three?
Can I play the winner?
Oh, she's blubbing. Guys. No, she can't win. I'm out.
What do you mean you're out?
Can I play your Dead Man X game with you, Spark?
No, you can't, and he can't either. There's always a clock, and I turn the clock, or I used to, and now I just sit here in my room that's just a box of dead light, and I wear black and say deep things, and I try to make sense of it all while you play your mindless, moronic game.
It's not really a game. It's more of a...
Shut up! How about this? How about this? I switch off my box of light and I close my eyes, and how about I leave you here with the lady who's all alone with her memories, and how about you start searching in your trashy little hearts for something to make it better?
Crikey. What do we do now?
I don't know, ask Newman.
She's just stormed off.
Oh, yeah. We could run away, maybe.
No, because then all our presents will turn to coal.
Is that right?
Santa knows if you've been naughty or good. That's basic.
There's no such thing as Santa.
You're being forced to say that by the NORAD.
Ah, lol. I don't believe in coal either.
Same, there's no such thing. Mrs. Lady, one idea is, because it sounds like you don't like things that have to end, that they have these little stories between the programmes. Like the penguin is sad, but he meets a different penguin. And the bunny rides on the back of a bear, for example, and the postman finds meaning.
You mean the Christmas commercials? They totally end.
But they're always happy endings, and it might bring Mrs. Lady some much-needed good cheer.
What, when it says John Lewis or M&S or Sainsbury's and she realises it's not a real story and she's been totally had? She's cultural. She likes them old books where everyone's wearing hats and nothing happens.
Okay, wait. What if, just saying, she never gets to the end? Because every year the commercials are longer and longer. So if you had a thing that keeps switching her channels between all the stories, she'll never know they're not real.
Well, I can switch her channels.
What, by magic?
I installed her TV. I remember now. There's a remote. I've got an app that finds the happiest story that's on at any time, and the channel switches automatically. Now she can watch the commercials all the way through Christmas, which is when she remembers people and remembers they've all gone and gets lonely. But as soon as it's New Year and everything looks the same, she'll forget all the people. Anyway, I'll do it right now.
Wow. You're amazing, Spark. I wish I was on level 99. We could go on a date, you and me.
Well, at midnight, I'll meet the influenza and download the new game, and then we can do whatever we want. Hot date, sex tape, court battle, memoir, whatever. But we don't actually have to do any of it.
OMG, that is totally romantic.
Right, I've got control of her TV. Ah, there.
Oh, look. There's a sweet little polar bear in trouble. I hope he'll be all right.
That's the new one. It lasts 10 minutes. The polar bear's alone because his whole country's melted.
How does it end?
Magically, everything turns out fine.
Whose commercial is it?
Government information film. I think it's called Get Ready for Breakfast.
Little polar bear. Where will she find her breakfast now?
Cool, she's sorted.
I want Santa.
There's no such thing as Santa.
But you're a robot, so there's no such thing as you.
That's cool. Oh, look. The clock's moving on.
Did you do that with your remote?
Well, maybe.
Amazing.
Oh, look. The government has interrupted my programme to bring me a message.
I'm getting these texts from somewhere, and it's weird because I didn't send them.
That's very kind of the government. They didn't need to do that.
Don't worry, Mrs. Lady. The little polar bear will be back.
It's the feds. How did they find me?
Hey, a notice on the notice board.
Oh, it looks official. Why the government is introducing tears.
Tears before bedtime. Special regulations for children.
As tears go by, we reserve the right to change them without telling you.
Tears of a clown. Now, if there is a smile on my face, it is only there trying to fool the public.
There are lots and lots of tears. Medium, high.
High. We get high! Result.
Very high. Oh dear.
Wow, look at this. It's like an early Christmas present. It says, because of where I live, I'm in tier number 1. And it sounds amazing.
Where do you live, by the way? I'm not interested. It's for a friend.
I live on a little island between the Fair Isle and the Isles of Sicily. It's called Fairly Silly Island, and it's on tier 1. And look, it's all about these bubbles. Oh, I like bubbles. And I have to be in a bubble of 6. 6? But I don't have many friends because I'm not cool like the cool kids. And now I have to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cool new friends to put in my bubble. Yay!
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm in tier number 2 because I live in a big city. So I get to be self-isolated for 14 days, which means selfish and isolated. So I reckon I'll probably be selfish for the first week and maybe isolated for the second. Yeah, mix it up a bit. Now, if I want to have a party, it's cool as long as we've all got guns and we're all shooting animals. But it says I've also got to eat Scotch eggs till 10 o'clock. I hate Scotch eggs.
I love Scotch eggs. You and me are so good together, Spark. And it says I have to operate as a restaurant and socialise in groups and have substantial drinks, but I've never even had a drink. Oh, it's like a whole new world on the Fairly Silly Isle.
What's your tier like, Mrs. Wilders?
Now I read the small print, it's just the same as always. I can't meet socially indoors because there's no one here but me, and I can't meet in a garden because I haven't got a garden. And I can't go to a heritage site or castle because the government's on its way there now to test its eyesight. I can't have soft play, but I'm welcome to elite sports. When I forget about my children, I can hug them in the garden, or I could if I had a garden. But when I remember my children, I'm not allowed to see them. Yes, it's just the same as always here on tier number 3.
We're here, Mrs. Wilders, if you want to hang out. I could teach you Live X Death Watch.
I know all about Live X Death Watch, thank you.
Excuse me?
Okay, they are returning me back to my programme.
How's the little polar bear, Mrs. Lady?
She's walking in the air. She's floating in the moonlit sky. The people far below are sleeping in their homes, where tighter restrictions are in place owing to rapidly rising levels of infection.
Oh, I love that commercial. What's it for? I can't remember what it's for.
It's not a commercial, it's a Christmas special. No, I was warned about this.
Warned about what?
Well, there's a slight chance of a malfunction with the app I downloaded for Wilders. If you keep changing channels, it short circuits and starts melting down, and some of the programs kind of leak into each other.
You mean the little polar bear has escaped from the commercial? Oh, no.
I'm sure it's fine. Look, the old girl's happy again. She's got her Christmas spirit back. All calm, all is bright. Let's play Resident Evil.
Oh, cool.
Look, that's interesting. The little polar bear is dressed up like a tree.
See, it's just a story for children.
And look, they're playing a game of hide and seek in a magical big palace, and the little polar bear's eyes are shining brightly.
We've made her happy, Spark. That was us, that was.
And now he's met Prince Charles, and they're going to get married.
Hey, what?
I'm sure it's fine, just a glitch. Let's play Zombie Revenge.
Stop playing those games. Did you get the message about the tears?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
loud and clear.
I think the tears are connected to the notices on the notice board. Look, I've connected a few of the pins together with coloured string in order to solve the mystery in a single episode.
Mystery.
Something's gone badly wrong in the world, my friends, and I am going to find out
We're
what.
all here though, Newman. We've got the Christmas spirit, haven't we, Spark?
I'm cool. I get my download at midnight. Then I'll be an influenza too.
How are you doing over there, Wilders? Did these two keep you company?
Oh, we so did. We made her program switch, and there's probably a glitch, but...
I am very well, Newman. I've been following the story of this little polar bear. He has all sorts of adventures. He was walking in the air, floating in the moonlit sky. Then he sang a song about a few of his favourite things. Then he was giving a spoonful of medicine to make the R number go down.
He escaped into the Christmas movies. Let's hope he doesn't get into the box sets.
Then he told the truth about a major nuclear accident, became a chess prodigy and married Prince Charles.
Oh no. Well, that'll probably hold him for a while.
It sounds very interesting, Wilders.
Newman,
What is it, love?
where is Santa? I think we're missing the big picture. I don't care about the tears, and I don't even mind about the little polar bear. It's 5 o'clock already. Santa's going to run out of time.
Well, he's somewhere. He's always somewhere. He always gets it done in the end.
You're just saying that.
Everyone will get the gifts they want, and we'll all have a happy Christmas.
But how do you know that?
I don't know that. I do know that. I do. It's the only thing I do know. You know what I think it's time for? Secret Santa.
Yay!
Attention, everybody. You should all have a wrapped present somewhere in your box of light. These are your presents for someone else, and we're going to give them to someone else right now to get us in the mood for the season of goodwill. Wilders, stop watching TV.
Oh, sorry. The little polar bear just met Helen Bonham Carter.
Spark, stop texting. What are you doing?
Sending selfies and swiping them right. Oh, he's hot.
Put the damn thing down. Now, each of you, lift up the wrapped present and pass it out into the darkness.
Well, really?
What? So it's gone forever?
No, it's on a journey. Trust me on this. Can you all do that, please? Now, I want you all to shut your eyes and clasp your hands together and think of someone other than yourself.
I shall think of someone who shall be nameless.
There are so many I've forgotten. I'm thinking of them all.
I'm struggling, to be honest. Do superheroes count?
Dig deep, Sparky.
Something came. A gift from Santa.
I don't remember putting that there.
How'd you do that, boss? I want the app.
I have absolutely no idea. Epworth, you're the youngest. You go first.
Yay! Look at this. It's just what I've always wanted. It's completely flat, and I can't see through it, but I can hide my face behind it. Boo! Lots of fun to be had. When I get my first Scotch egg, I can place it just there, in the middle, or a bit to the side, like they do in Paris. But for now, it will just... I'm very happy with my present. It was one of the colours of Christmas. It's not what I expected. Was it you, Spark?
Maybe.
It's Secret Santa, love. We don't say where they came from.
Ooh, mystery. So Christmassy. Isn't it, everyone? Because I didn't have a plate. And now, just like that, I do have a plate. It's all mysterious. I show it to everyone in my bubble on the fairly silly island. Who's going next? You go, Spark. You never know, it might be a cake.
I hope it's not cake. I don't like cakes.
Everyone likes cakes.
Oh, I do like the pink and yellow squares. It's like chess. That's weird. I can see it on the ceiling.
Yes, and the nice marzipan. Are you sure you don't like cake, Spark?
Nah. When I get my new app, I'll have all the cake I want. I can Instagram it everywhere and never have to eat it. I'm going for a 0 calories, 0 steps, 0 life regime.
Well, I think it's a lovely, thoughtful present, and you ought to say thank you.
Yeah, to who?
To Secret Santa.
I don't believe in Santa.
I don't believe in cake anymore.
I wish someone would send me a cake.
What you got there, Wilders?
I say, well, best wine ever. Right, very subtle. I'm not familiar with that vineyard. Perhaps it's Californian.
Well, it's got a handy screw top, so it's easy to open, I notice. And it's also fizzy, which is cool for a party.
Yes, lots of bubbles, lots of tears. This little label says $6.99. I say that's Anglo-Saxon times, quite the vintage.
Oh, come on, Wilders, it's Christmas. When else can you adjust your standards downwards?
I agree. This is the perfect tier 3 present. No one will ever know I possessed it.
Exactly. You can knock the whole thing back yourself and no one's the wiser. Result.
Well, this is going well. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, it's a glass. An empty glass. Just for me. Nothing symbolic about that at all. Oh no. Very elegant and utilitarian. You can see through it darkly. You can imagine it half empty. You can picture it half full. Either way, you're wrong. It's just empty. So you might as well let it catch the light and let it stand for all the empty possibilities of the empty year to come. So cheers, Secret Santa, for thinking of me and immediately thinking of an empty vessel. Ho ho, and indeed, ho.
Is Secret Santa over now?
No, my dear, it's not. We should all take a moment to think about how lucky we are to get any gifts at all.
Boring.
Yes, and the thought that went into those gifts.
That won't take long.
Shut up, Spark, shut up. Newman's right. Mrs. Lady's right. We may not have got exactly what we wanted, but we do have a thing we didn't have before. I've got a plate, look. And we all know that somebody was thinking about us and wondering what we might find useful. That's a nice feeling. I gave a present, and it was a bit like getting a present.
Now you say that, I got a present I didn't like, but I did like getting a present.
I didn't like mine, to be honest, but it made me laugh, so I'm thankful for that.
And I'm just happy we're all talking about the same thing. Now that's the Christmas spirit.
I used to like cake. I could try it. Where's a plate? Ah, here's one.
I still do.
Mm.
And now I've got a plate of my own to put a slice on.
And now I have a glass for this old bottle, which I found on the shelf.
And sometimes wine is more than enough. And this old glass is looking empty.
No deal is better than a bad deal.
The day after we vote to leave, we hold all the cards.
I hadn't understood. We are quite reliant on the Dover-Calais crossing.
We've got a deal that's oven ready. Just put it at gas mark 4, give it 20 minutes, and Bob's your uncle. I don't really get why these are funny.
I was just laughing because everyone else was.
Oh, I remember the old jokes. They were rotten too.
Let's all sing Christmas songs.
Really?
Yes, some nice old carols.
Any particular Christmas songs, Your Highness?
All of them.
All of them?
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, not a blue Christmas without you.
Instead of driving home for Christmas, we'll step into Christmas, walking in a winter wonderland.
So here it is.
Santa Claus is coming to town with Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
And Frosty the snowman.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
The boys of the NYPD choir sing.
I wish it could be Christmas every day.
Feliz Navidad.
And jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
They're simply having the most wonderful time.
With mistletoe and wine.
They'll be back for Christmas time. This Christmas feed the world. We will stop the cavalry.
I saw Mommy kissing Santa baby.
He said, I'm just rocking around the Christmas tree, 'cause baby, it's cold outside.
The weather outside is frightful.
And you got chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
It'll be lonely this Christmas, and all I want for Christmas is you.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring ting-a-ling-a-ling too.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Merry Christmas, I couldn't miss this one this year.
Like last Christmas when I gave you my heart.
Christmas, the snow's coming down. Have a holly jolly, merry little Christmas now.
Baby,
Do you hear what I hear?
Pa-ra-pa-pum-pum. It's Christmas.
it's Christmas!
Newman, hey, there's news from the North Pole.
How come you get news from the North Pole?
I think they found someone. I'll send it to you all. There.
Oh, look! Now I've got it. Just like that. It's like getting a present, but with no effort, no anticipation, no consideration, no surprise, and no pleasure.
And no wrapping paper, so it's eco-friendly.
Epworth. Epworth, love. I think they found Santa. You were right all along.
At the North Pole. Phew.
Well, someone's at the North Pole. He doesn't look much like Santa, and I don't see any snow. It's just a man at a lectern on a tiny little raft that appears to be sinking.
Why don't you ask him what he's up to, boss?
Well, I can't. He's just an image on this silly device.
No, yes, you can. I've got an upgrade with my millionth treasure. Swipe question. You can ask him anything.
Oh, yes. Huh. Excuse me, sir. We're looking for Santa Claus.
There's no such person.
Father Christmas?
Fake news.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
I'm Rudolph, the red-faced spokesperson. I have a little tiny heart. And when I'm under pressure, you'll probably hear me claim massive fraud without any evidence whatsoever.
Those aren't the words. What have you done with Santa?
There is no Santa. There never was a Santa.
Yes, there is, and there always was. You can't say that.
We have evidence of massive fraud, and the people deserve to know.
What kind of evidence do you have?
A massive kind.
Yes, where is it?
It's right here. It's massive. It's ginormous. It's very big indeed.
How big? Show us with your hands.
They don't reach that far. Next question.
What have you done with the elves?
We need a complete shutdown of elves entering the North Pole.
Why? That's not fair.
We don't need them anymore. We've got a team of trolls.
Ask him why his face is leaking.
Mr. Rudolph, there are 2 weird lines of brown liquid running down your face. Why is that?
No, there's not.
We can see them from here, mate.
No, they're my sideburns. There we are. Yeah. Next question.
You just did that with a Sharpie.
Oh, look. I've also got a beard. Look. Yeah.
Why are you saying there never was a Santa?
Rudolph, for thousands of years, children magically got presents on Christmas Eve.
No, they didn't.
Yes, we did. We did.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, yes, we did.
Presents cost money. Children don't have money, so how could they possibly get presents? QED.
What's QED?
Quickly end democracy.
You don't need money to get presents, Mr. Rudolph. You just need to be loved.
Oh, you're the enemy of the people. Next question.
Oh, good grief.
I have a question. Why doesn't the North Pole have ice or snow or glaciers anymore?
It does. Look all around you. We have evidence of massive ice sheets.
There's nothing there.
We can see with our own eyes there's nothing but seawater.
Oh, stop seeing with your own eyes. See with mine. I have glasses. Look. Right. The people have spoken.
Which people have spoken?
The massive people. 18 electoral college votes. The ginormous people, 27. The angry people, 41. The disappointed, 68. The violent, 53. The lonely, 72. The billionaires, 8,000 electoral college votes. And Wyoming, 3. So, there are massive ice sheets. I have dark brown hair, and there's no such thing as Christmas.
No!
Epworth? Oh, now look what you've done.
Can I ask why it says 4 seasons on your lectern?
All the 4 seasons are on our side and trading at record levels. The winter's warm, the spring is hot, the summer's boiling over, and in the fall, there's golf. The Dow Jones is up, the FTSE's in the hotel room, and look, I've also got a twirly-whirly mustache.
There is nothing but seawater as far as the eye can see.
All human life is here. That's the 4 Seasons Toys R Us to the east, the 4 Seasons Crematorium to the west, and there's a 4 Seasons Fantasy Island to the south.
I think that's actually Britain.
You've taken back control of your handcuffs, your butt plugs, and your fishtail jump bag dildos. Next question.
It's more like advice. We don't want you to drown, but the water's nearly reached your neck.
Yeah, it's fake water. God bless America.
Wilders, old girl, try to talk to Epworth. You're wise and experienced, and you think deeply about things.
Oh, look, yippee! The polar bear's part of the family now.
You mean the royal family?
I think so. They're very rich and important. The oldest son is clueless and toxic and keeps fretting about his inheritance. That's Prince Kendall. Then there's a snarky younger sister called Princess Shiv. She married a fool. And then there's a sexually abusive idiot brother called Prince Roman. And the dad keeps telling them all to fuck off.
That doesn't sound like the royal family.
Well, actually, it does.
Yeah, that's them.
I'm worried for the little polar bear, though. I hope he'll be all right.
Fat lot of help you are. Spark. You're young. Epworth looks up to you. Send her a nice message on that thing of yours.
Sure, boss.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Did you tell her that the sweating man was lying and that Santa Claus is real?
No, boss. I told her I just got to level 88 on Corp's Party Book of Shadows.
I said send her a nice message.
That is a nice message. I never made even 60 on Corpse. Look, it's cool. She got it. Smiley face. Oh, hey. Boss. It's here. It's the influencer. The influencer's calling me. I've won. I'm going to choose a new name for Livex Death Watch. Oh, okay, I'm wired in.
There's something very wrong here.
Cool. Oh, cool. Oh, wicked. It's sick.
Wait, was that it?
Yeah, we got a name and I download the game at midnight.
So you keep saying, but frankly, Spark, the seas are rising, the TV shows have all melted into a sludge, there's a liar at the North Pole and we can't find Santa Claus. There are more important things going on.
It's for adults. Kids can't have it. So I said, let's call it something 21. And the influencer said, I'm down with that.
Did it?
And it's like this hologram movie thing where it looks like you did stuff just now or whenever, but maybe you did, maybe you didn't, whatever. So I said, let's go retro. Let's call it like vid, as in video. And the influencer said, do it.
Thrilling.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't do it on your own. So it's like you pass it on to your mates at parties and that. It's well cooperative. So I said, let's call it co, as in co-op or co-worker or, I don't know, cola.
Fascinating.
So that's the name I chose, COVID-21. And the influencer said I was a natural.
What?
The influencer said I was a natural.
No. What was the name?
COVID-21. Cool, right? And I'll be the first to get it when it downloads at midnight. All right.
Very long here. I've got to act fast. I've got to solve this before the end of the episode. What's the connection? Eureka! I have it. I can help him. But how can I tell him he's got those things on his head? Oh, I can use the little telephone. Quick as lightning.
Hey, Mrs. Lady. Mrs. Wilders. How are you? Did you hear? Spark got to level 88 on Corpse Party Book of Shadows.
That's nice, dear.
Oh, how's the little polar bear?
Well, he opened his big eyes and persuaded both the royal family and the Roy dynasty to do something for the less fortunate. So the Roys gave all their money to the poor and the Royals went on a luxury train ride, waving at nurses.
That's heartwarming.
Then he was in a shabby East End pub getting his round in and breaking up fights.
Oh, God. He's moved on to the soaps.
A little old blonde lady said, "Get out of my pub." So he waved goodbye to her. And now he's doing a programme about a creature that's almost extinct. It's a kindly old man called Sir David who cares about animals and lives on a high plateau called BBC. But his habitat is shrinking every year.
That's sad. But if the little polar bears got into documentaries, he might get into the news. And then life would get really odd.
He has got into the news. He's trying to find his home.
Oh no. It's going to be sad after all. Like everything else is sad. What can we do?
Oh, he's so homesick. His eyes are enormous now. You can see whole countries in them.
But where does he live? Who would know that? Someone who has read the Radio Times Christmas double issue book of everything. Mrs. Lady, you underlined all the documentaries you were going to watch. You must know where he lives. If he can escape out into the world, so can you. You can help him find his home.
To the North Pole.
Don't forget your highlighters.
Do you think me a fool? Do you think me a zero? When all of the while behind my smile was the brilliant brain of a superhero? Influenza, the clue's in the name. Nothing gets past me. I've got my PPE, and me and the boss, we sort through your game. But I'm still a celeb in case you ask. If you're still in the dark, I'm the famous Spark, and I'm famous for wearing a medical mask, which hides who I am, my identity. That doesn't make sense. It's not meant to make sense. I'm a household name, and you ain't seen me. You see my jab? It's a cool tattoo of my planet of birth, and it's not planet Earth, and it means I mysteriously can't get the flu, or whatever it was that they had planned. Some hope. I saw through their plans, and I'm washing my hands for at least 20 seconds with lots of soap. And keeping my distance, a real superhero. I'll see you next year. I'll be waiting here with red wine and cake in a tier called Tier Zero. Who's that?
It's the Ministry of Health. Mr. Spark, we understand that you are self-isolating at home, and in order to verify this, could you please send us all your credit card numbers?
No way, mate. Tested negative. I was a bit offended at first, but apparently negative's cool.
That's excellent news, Mr. Spark.
What's wrong, mate? Why are you crying?
Because you're safe. And you're safe because we in Britain went our own way and took back control of our handcuffs, our butt plugs and our fishtail jump egg dildos. I am pleased to tell you that you no longer have to self-isolate. And given that's the case, would you have a pint with me? No one else will. They do a rather good Scotch egg at my local.
I'd rather eat my own head,
Although,
pal.
in fact, we now call it an English egg.
Go away. Thanks, boss.
Proud of you, Sparky.
Do you see what I see?
Oh, don't sing that song, love. I can't stand it.
No, do you really see what I see on the screen? The polar bear. It's back in the North Pole. And the snow and ice. And it's freezing again.
Mrs. Wilders is home by the fire in her sitting room.
What happened at the North Pole, Mrs. Wilders?
Well, I teamed up with Sir David and we took the little polar bear home. And when he saw there was nothing left of his habitat, his eyes filled up with so many tears, the sweating man at the lectern finally drowned, though he claims he's still alive in Wisconsin.
But what about the little polar bear?
His heart was so broken that music started playing, and a great sign appeared in the air in golden tinsel, and the glaciers rose up again and everything was lovely.
What did the sign say, Wilders?
Make it a Tesco Christmas.
That is totally heartwarming. Do you hear what I hear?
I said please don't sing that song.
No, do you really hear what I hear? Shh.
No, too old to pick that up.
Had me cans on, sorry.
Carol singers, but they've gone again. I keep forgetting it's Christmas Eve, what with all these adventures. I'm going to watch the sky for Santa.
You do that, little one.
I'll watch it with you, mate.
Yes, I've had enough television for today.
On the leap day, February 29th, to Helen and Julia, a son, Frederick.
On the 4th day of March, to Tiffany and Chris, a daughter, Margot.
On the 26th day of March, to Jack and Rosie, a son, Ezra.
On the Ides of April, to Chris and Katie, a daughter, Anna.
On June the 23rd, to Louise and Dan, a daughter, Neve.
On the 3rd day of July, to Mel and Till, a son, Teddy.
On the calends of October, to Marie and Scott, a son, Freddie.
On August the 4th, to Abby and Jim, a daughter, Cleo.
On the 10th day of August, to Becky and Oliver, a son, Kellen.
On the 30th day of August, to Eve and Will, A son, Billy.
On the 8th day of November, to Alfie and Tom, a daughter, Dorothea.
Oh, look! More news!
They're calling it Tidings on Christmas Eve.
Well, tidings from the BBC. Mr. Santa Claus was delayed this year because he was observing planetary distancing and could only take 5 reindeer in his Christmas bubble. Donna and Blitzen went back to work for Deliveroo, and the elves found Rudolph tied up in a cupboard.
Oh, that explains everything. When I was small, on Christmas Eve, I never once said at the foot of my bed, I never once said, I believe, I believe. Why say you believe when you know you know? Though you didn't know why there were lamps in the sky and the snow was falling, snow on snow. Though it probably never was like that at all. It is always now, it is always how I remember beginning my humble stall. And a sense of a journey made to my side, an infinite smile coming back in a while. The eyes of the animals open wide. Oh, we don't know a thing, but we know what we know. From the west to the east. We were there at the feast, in the bleak midwinter, long ago.
That was very nice, Epworth.
Well, it wasn't nice, Newman. Nice is for losers, isn't it, Spark?
Not tonight, mate.
Right, Mrs. Wilders?
Oh, the story's ending again. Can't you do something, Newman?
Not with us stuck in these windows forever.
I wish we could all be together this Christmas.
We are together, love. Just perhaps at 4 different points in time.
I can hear another carol. It's louder this time. It's coming closer. I've got carol singers at my door. Yay!
That's weird. I think I can hear them too. They're right outside.
Do I hear what I hear? I believe I do. Wilders, listen.
What? No. Nothing. Oh, wait.
Christ the
not a blue Christmas without you.
Instead of driving home for Christmas, we'll step into Christmas, walking in a winter wonderland.
So here it is.
Santa Claus is coming to town with Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
And Frosty the snowman.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
The boys of the NYPD choir sing.
I wish it could be Christmas every day.
Feliz Navidad.
And jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
They're simply having the most wonderful time.
With mistletoe and wine.
They'll be back for Christmas time. This Christmas feed the world.
When we're walking in the yard.
War is over. We will stop the cavalry.
I saw Mommy kissing Santa baby.
He said, I'm just rocking around the Christmas tree, 'cause baby it's cold outside.
The weather outside is frightful.
And you got chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
It'll be lonely this Christmas, and all I want for Christmas is you.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring ting-a-ling-a-ling too.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Merry Christmas, I couldn't miss this one this year.
Like last Christmas when I gave you my heart.
Christmas